My name is Sanjeev Krishna, and being involved in this knowledge for the last so many years, I can say, almost at the age of 12, my inquiry and understanding of life had started. And this has taken me in many very dimensional aspects in life. From a young age, my search or in thirst of knowledge has helped me to touch upon many great masters, starting from the Siddhas. From so many years of knowledge, it has transcended. And I finally come to understand that all this ultimately made me get one thing that we all humans need today. And this main objective that we all need to gain is nothing but knowledge. Knowledge is information and it is freely available in the world. But the difference is either you are trying to teach or you're trying to learn. When you're trying to teach, they may not be good listeners, and you can have disturbances or negative emotions when you thrust to teach knowledge. But when you want to gain knowledge or learn, then you love everything in the world. So learning has taken me, or the seeking of knowledge has taken me a long way today to reach to a stage that I feel the greatest and the best each and every human being in the world today has to gain is knowledge and wisdom. If you see a human being, the personality itself is so beautifully designed by nature that the whole impact of this knowledge has transcended from person to person and generations to generations, thousands and thousands of years from where it has started. And it has all come because the seekers were wanting to gain the essence of this knowledge of this world. If we see, this knowledge is there in every living human being in the world. And the beauty is, we need to know, we need to have the seeking, we need to have the search within. What is without? What I have within is actually what is expressed in the world outside. And all human beings in the world, if we see, are basically one and the same in almost all the dimensions. If you see a human being, a personality of a human being, first of all, let us take the body. The body of a human being is the same physically, emotionally. In other words, if you say, the body structure, physiology, anatomy, pathology, gynecology, dentistry, pharmacology, and whatnot. On a physical level, every human being belongs to the same category. There's no difference. And energy-wise, the basic essence of energy is breath. And this breath is also, we take as oxygen and we give out carbon dioxide. You can see the nature so beautifully designed that the plants give out carbon dioxide and we take oxygen. And the whole humanity is basically the same. Everyone takes in oxygen and we give out carbon. Carbon is utilized by the world of nature and plants and everything. And we take back the oxygen. So beautifully correlated is nature. Take the emotions of a human being: happiness, anger, jealousy, hatred. All these emotions are basically the same. The microcosmic expression of emotions of a human being is the same as the macrocosmic expressions of every living human being in the world. These are just the three dimensions where similarity in all respects is the same: body wise, breath wise, emotion wise, or understanding wise is the same. Then what's the difference? This is where we need to realize the fourth dimension of a human being is understanding, knowledge, scientific blend of mind. We say it as Vijnanamaya Kosha, the intelligence or intellectual sheath. And the next is nothing but the happiness we are all looking for in life. The intelligence sheath or knowledge comes from deep understanding of life. And this essence of intelligence is what we all need to gain. The only difference in human beings is either I am ignorant or I am knowledgeable. This is where learning comes. Seeking of knowledge comes. A true seeker is always having his eyes and ears open to gain knowledge. A person who wants to teach, wants to impose himself to the world, always have issues. When you are a seeker, you gain. When you want to teach, thinking you know everything, actually the ego in us starts operating. And this transcends as negative expressions. So, each and every individual, if we learn or if we seek the knowledge, world is much better. Then every aspect of knowledge transcends into us. All the great masters were seekers. They're looking forward. Why? What is this universe? What am I? How am I related? And the seeking of knowledge has transcended in the world in many dimensions, be it in physical science, chemical science, physiology, astrology, astronomy, cosmology. In everything it has been seeking. Only when we seek, we gain. You can't impose knowledge on people. And this is where the world either gains the best or suffers the most. So this is why I feel the only difference is I have to be knowledgeable, and this alone can make me love and gain the best in the world. And this knowledge, if we say in the ancient texts, we say, O Lord, O God, whomever to whom and from where you want, we say, lead me from the unreal to the real knowledge. What is unreal knowledge or unreal happiness? Unreal happiness is temporarily I feel happy because my concept of happiness is limited. When this happiness is limited, I just am happy for some time. It can be because you achieved something, you became a great person in your life, financially, intellectually, or because you have gained happiness in small things, having a child, getting the best what you wanted, the money that you wanted. But all these things, if you observe, are just temporary. So this unreal happiness is what gives us temporary feeling of happiness. But the true nature of a human being is happiness itself. So when I'm trying to be happy in all the limited aspects of understanding, my happiness is also limited. But when I have really understood the value and understanding of my nature of happiness, then you can be happy in every aspect, in every respect, in every moment of your life, enjoying the beauty of life, enjoying the beauty of nature, enjoying your very existence in this world. That's what we say, O Lord, lead me from the unreal to the real happiness. And there's also a sloka we say, lead me from darkness to light. Darkness is my ignorance on health, ignorance on my nutrition, ignorance on my breathing pattern, ignorance on my indisciplines and disciplines. And again, the essence is knowledge and wisdom. So these aspects of ignorance can lead me to all the problems, all my sufferings. But whereas I gain knowledge on my health, knowledge on my breath, knowledge on how discipline can develop mental confidence of strength, courage, fearlessness to face the world, automatically I am open or broad-minded to look for more and more knowledge which can add wisdom in my life as I grow. And this is what leads me to a sense of happiness. And this happiness is what we are all in search of. We say, our true nature is Sat, Chit and Ananda. Sat is the very truth of my existence. Even if your sensations of eyes and ears are closed, if you're not able to experience the external world, still something within me says, I am an existent reality. I am a personality existing here right now at the moment. And that is my existence of truth. And what is Chit? Chit is my mind. Mind, if you observe, is very turbulent. And it always runs to places in seeking desires to achieve objectives. According to the knowledge, the desires vary from person to person, place to place, and according to their understanding of knowledge. So this aspect of transcendence or disturbances in the mind, not settled or not supported by wisdom, can be disastrous. So this Chit is what has to be disciplined by the essence of knowledge. Otherwise, I am in a muddy water and my mind is in a state of turbulence. And these turbulences can never give me or make me realize my true nature, and that is Ananda, happiness. So this is what exactly we all need to gain. Otherwise, we can be in pain. So I feel every human being in the world, we should seek knowledge and wisdom. And this alone can give peace and happiness to the world, because once I realize that I am not apart from anyone in the world, then I become a part and parcel to the world. I am not limited. The whole world with me is unlimited. Then how can I be limited? I am just a part of this unlimitedness, infiniteness. And this aspects of life is what we all need to realize. So, the yogic science, if you observe, has transcended from generations to generations, as I rightly or previously had mentioned. And this knowledge can alone help us to gain more and more harmony in life. The word meaning of yoga is just harmony. Many people call and ask me, what is the yoga that you are teaching? I would always love to share with them and say, yoga is nothing but a culmination or the beauty of life in harmony. Harmony, symphony, coordination, union, you can call it anything. The real meaning just means harmony. Now, how can this harmony be achieved? Only when I am in harmony, I can give harmony to the world around me, be it my family, my society, my nation, my country, or the world. And yogic science has different pathways because our culture, our heritage varies from place to place, parentage to parentage. Naturally, there are differences of understanding. All these understandings ultimately is aiming for one thing, and that is harmony. In yogic science, we say there are traditional yoga, and traditional yoga is nothing but bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, karma yoga, raja yoga, kriya yoga, laya yoga, natha yoga, or mantra yoga, hatha yoga, and ashtanga yoga. So people are rather confused. I would love to say they're all nothing but different paths to the same goal called harmony. So my center, which we have established here in Dubai, has actually been a transcendence, or rather a happening. Having worked in many corporate fields in my journey, finally I have found my passion, still manifesting what I started when I was from the age of 12. It finally led me to a state where I felt the knowledge gained, and the gaining has happened out of seeking. And this is exactly what I wanted to share so that the world benefits out of this knowledge. And this is exactly what we are doing here in this center. And it has been given the name so that to realize that apart from just the physical aspects of yoga, or just stretchings, or just little of breathings and meditations, we all need to realize that this essence of knowledge is nothing but one. The purpose is one, and this evolution of knowledge has to be given to the world. So that's exactly what the center is basically here. Many come and ask, do you have a gym? Do you have what? Is it yoga? There are so many applications that I see here. But what I felt is, fitness is not just physical. A person can be physically fit, but mentally weak. A person can be physically fit, but emotionally weak. A center should be there, and this is exactly what I felt, that physically, mentally, energy-wise, emotionally, and understanding-wise, we need to make each and every human being in the world fit. Otherwise, a personality never realizes what is the true essence of happiness in life. So this center which we have in Dubai, a place which has the world in one, and this place which is really making everything culminate or be together. We have all the people of all the nationalities, of all religions, of all sects, which is here at this place, which is nothing but the essence of how knowledge can be transcended to the world. And this center exactly aims to give all the peace, all the love, all the happiness for every person who steps into the center to gain this beautiful knowledge in one platform. If you want physical, we have the physical levels. We have the other aspects of gaining knowledge in very many aspects. So this center basically is one place where human lives can gain of all imbalances to a balanced state in all levels. If you see, the knowledge of yoga originates from one part of the world, and we call this place now as India. India is not the present India what we have thought or what we see. It is a very large area that has been, the entire region we can call, from the Afghanistan or Russian to the Iran, Iraq. It is not India, it's actually called Bharatam. India basically was called Bharat or Bharatam. There's a reason behind it. In any respect and aspect, let us say a song or anything, there is a way of expressions, the way of we express in our things. Bhavam we say. Bhavam and Ragam and Talam. The bhavam or the feeling, for example, if you are singing, if you do not know the meaning, there is no feeling. Only when you know the meaning of the song, a feeling is expressed. And when we express in a way of transcendence, there's a ragam. Ragam is, you cannot be blunt in your expressions. You need to have the feeling expressed in such a way it transcends into the universality of transcendence. So there are different feelings. Happiness is a feeling. Anger is a feeling. All emotions has also a way of expressions. So there are different ragam. Talam is the way it is expressed in all respects. So bhavam, ragam and talam. And this short we call it as Bharatam. So Bharatam is a place where transcendence of feelings, transcendence of expressions, and transcendence of those vibrations that can give the optimum in the essence of knowledge. And we all see India or Bharatam that we say is aiming only in one respect, and that is called knowledge. The basic objective or the seeking of knowledge in Sanskrit is called Vedas. Veda means knowledge. It has nothing to do with any aspect in any way as a religion. It is the seeking of knowledge that has been there from time immemorial. That's why the essence of knowledge on astrology, astronomy, and all these aspects of science is universal, scientific, and logical. So India is a country which is the seekers of knowledge. And these knowledge is called Veda. And the seekers of knowledge are called Vaidikas. But over a period of time, it has transcended as divisions, categories, catalogued, and it has divided in such a way that we see ourselves in that limited outlook. But still, if you observe, the sense of knowledge is what it transcends. And the people have never tried to conquer any other people in the world. It has only been giving knowledge. And if you see this harmony called yoga, or the essence of knowledge that has to be transcended to the world, is for harmony. So the existence of this country, we all need to realize, is to help us of those generations of ancient saints from all over the world who contributes to knowledge. Let it be the masters. You call them the saints. You call them the prophets. You call them, in every respect, teachers. They just wanted peace, wellness, happiness to the whole world. So, when a country and its people seek knowledge or want to gain knowledge, there stands a place where there is no suffering. Otherwise, we are just trying to teach one another in very many ways by fighting with them, killing them. Our shortcomings of negative emotion transcends. Egos operate more, and this ultimately divides people, destroys people. The same place and same divisions in different patterns, they start eliminating lives. So, every human being should be proud to say that we need to seek knowledge.